In this video, we're going to have a look at standard discrete manufacturing and creating of costs. So there's three options. You can do a create, and replace the existing costs, or with more fraps you can do a create and update. The create and update isn't supported by Oracle, however we've worked out how to do it with the interface table and copying existing values. But before you do that, I do recommend you clear out the interface table. And this deletes all existing cost data that you've created as a user, and that stops records erroring because there's orphaned or old data sitting in the interface table. Let's remove some columns we don't need, and then we can look at our cost element information here that we want to upload. And we're doing create and replace, so we're replacing any existing element information. And now we've got that cost information, we'll just simply upload the data in the worksheet. And that's inserted the data into the interface table. The next step is to submit the concurrent program to import the data. And we simply press submit. Usually it will default the cost type and the group ID you're loading. And you can use the refresh here to refresh the data within the spreadsheet. This is the same as the view requests in the Oracle screen. And you can see that's now completed. And if we press refresh, that'll check that the data is valid in Oracle and that the costs have been updated to the values you've put in the spreadsheet. Now we can download these items again and confirm that those costs are uploaded as well. You don't have to do this, it's just a good way to double check the data. And you can see all the cost elements there. Now if we wanted to add another element, what we could do is just delete these cost elements. I'll use the user form here just to select some values. And we can choose our cost element. In this case we'll do some material. And we'll use labor. And we'll just put a rate and amount, and we'll make it the same for all these records. Now I could have done a sort on the data as well to clean this up, and then I could just paste with fill. In this case I'm just pasting individually against each of the records. Obviously with a large data set you wouldn't do it this way. You'd clear out the blank records and then you just do your paste and then pull downwards in Excel. Now we set our mode to create and update, and what will happen is the wizard will actually insert these data records into the interface table, but then it will go and grab the other ones that already exist in Oracle and add them to the interface table. And that's because Oracle doesn't actually naturally support an update. So it's quite a great feature. So what's happened here is we've inserted these transactions, it's added those other ones that already exist, and again we submit the interface table. You can view your requests as we saw before. And if we refresh here, it'll tell us if there's any problems with the data. And as you can see, it's all been accepted. Now if we just download this last item here, we can see the additional cost element that's been added for labor. Scroll to the right and there we go. So it's that easy to create your different costs with cost elements. You can use create, which means it expects that that's never existed before for that cost type and that item. You can use create and replace like I did initially, which blew away the existing costs and cost element information. Or you can use the create and update, and that will just add particular elements or update particular elements on your costs. So if you just wanted to update, for example, labor, we could have just done an update on that field by itself. In this case here we created labor and added that on. So it's a create or an update with those data elements. Thanks for watching this video.